Howdy y'all, I'm going to try and make this as brief a video as possible on how to do recording from a distance and how to make it synchronized so that we can actually combine them together. And by we, I mean I will do that for you. So you've gone through this lesson or you've watched the summary video. You have Audacity installed. These instructions are here, but we'll do that as a group. So I'm assuming you're at the point where you can turn on Audacity and it works. So follow these below steps and you can get your recording done. This is all very technical, so tomorrow there will be a lot of time for working this out. Turn up your device's volume to between 75 and 100%. That is up there. I'm going to turn it all the way up so that it picks up my part pretty well. It says open Audacity. You might have to search on your device Audacity, A-U-D-A-C-I-T-Y. Again, it's spelled up above to under the second step of recording. So you open up Audacity. I'm going to put it away for a second now that it's open. And I know it works. Where'd it go? There we go. I'm going to hit play on the below video here and turn the volume on it as low as possible. Normally we would be playing an instrument that's separate from the computer, so we would plug in headphones and listen to the metronome. But the problem is if we're playing a bunch of virtual instruments on our devices or our computers, then to hear that and record the instrument you're playing, we can't have headphones in. So I'm going to turn this down very low. That's pretty low. Now I'm going to go back to Audacity and hit record, which is the red circle. I'm going to play my part at the metronome's speed. It's important to know that you can go cut out all the extra time, like after you hit record and you're getting ready. Like it's recording me now, you can actually see my voice here and you can see the little click track, the metronome running in the background. And so I can minimize that and later delete all that extra space. So what I can do now is go up to my part and check it out, because I'll delete that extra later, there's no rush. There's my part. I've got my shared piano. Make sure my piano works. I'm all ready for it. So I'm going to play at the tempo that I hear from the metronome and play it once all the way through, playing all the notes. 1, 2, ready, and. You can even take a short break and do it again if you want to make sure it's correct. If you're like, man, that take wasn't very good, you can just do it all over again. So let's stop the recording. And we should probably stop that metronome too, because it's all on that page. Where'd the metronome go? It's at the bottom. Lots of things, pretty things. Okay, we stopped it. So I recorded it. And before I save the file, I'm actually going to show you guys, if you want to trim it down before you give it to me, you can. Let's go back to Audacity. You can see clearly what's talking. See how these pretty little cones, little rocket ships, are actually your playing, or in this case, my playing. And then you see the metronome. I'm going to click and drag over all of this. You see it counting down through the seconds along the top. 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. That's a bunch of Mr. Ballard's blabbing. So I'm going to highlight all of that and delete it. And it starts right on it. But I also want to get rid of this stuff at the end, so it's a smaller file to send. And delete. Now all I have left is my audio file. Let's listen to it. Well, let's click on here and then hit play. Yeah, and that metronome ensures that we'll all stay together. Now, here's where I have some directions for you guys. Oh, that was already the right size. As to how to save all this and send it to me. What you're going to do is you're going to export the project as a WAV file. As you can see on this screen, it shows you File, Export Audio. And it shows you you're going to save it as WAV. Probably 32-bit, 16-bit is fine too. So let me go through those steps and you can check them in those pictures later. I'm going to go to File. This is same on Windows and Macs, by the way. Export Audio. And down here it's going to be saved to something else, but switch it to WAV. Microsoft 32-bit is cool. 16 is also fine. I'm going to save it with my homeroom teacher's name. The part name, it's the base part, and my first and last name. Hit save, and guess what? OK. Now I have an audio file. I'm not going to save this one because I have it saved. Although it's not a bad idea for you to take double saving into account. Here it is. It's my file. Let me hit play and see if it works. Now this is a file I can take and send to Mr. Ballard. So let's do that. I've been testing all sorts of formats this morning to make sure it works. I'm going to hit compose. My email address is there at the bottom of the instructions, by the way. John.Ballard. Oh, there he is. At mcdowell.k12. What a handsome man. I'm going to type in my homeroom teacher again. -base John Ballard. So when I see this in my email, I know to set this aside and keep it safe. And I'm going to hit attach as opposed to just sending it without the attachment, which is what I always do. Gardner Base John Ballard Wave. Boom! And guess what? When you send that to me, it pops up right here. And I can then take that. It's at the right speed. It's you playing. And I can pop it back into Audacity and assemble your parts. And that is how it's done. We will be going through this as a class today. I want to run through it so that tomorrow you guys are prepared to just send them. To record them, to practice, record, send them to me. And before you leave class tomorrow, I can ensure, or I can make sure that you guys have sent me all of the things. And we've worked through technical issues and we're all good. So have a wonderful day.